Ako po ang presidente and founder ng Dr. Care brand. Ang Dr. Care brand po may dalawang corporation under it. The Dr. Care Pharmacy Corporation and the Dr. Care Medical Group. Ang Dr. Care Medical Group naman ang nag-handle ng Dr. Care Medical Clinic and Animal Bite Center. So we are the largest network of privately owned animal bite center in the country. We are also the fastest growing animal bite center in the country. So Dr. Care is synonymous with Dr. Mark Mendoza. Let us define muna what is an animal bite center. An animal bite center is a specialized medical clinic that deals in animal bite management from consultation to administration of vaccines. Yan po ang ginagawa ng Animal Bite Center. Currently po, meron po tayong dalawang models on putting up an Animal Bite Center. Meron po yung hospital-based Animal Bite Center at meron din po tayo yung stand-alone Animal Bite Center. Napaka-importante po ang Animal Bite Center sa community because nakikita po natin there is an increase in the prevalence and incidence of cases of animal bite victims, yung nakakagat or na-scratch ng mga alaga natin. And there is a trend of an increasing death from rabies. Rabies is a fatal disease. Once infected, 100% po ang death or mortality nito. So wala pong nagsosurvive when rabies infection reaches the brain. Kaya importante po ito na ilalagay natin mga animal bite center sa buong bansa nationwide because nakikita natin there are communities that are underserved. There are people who have been bitten by dogs or cat needs to travel at a certain distance to be able to service the vaccines. Kaya po ang ginawa ng Dr. Care with our tagline always here, we want to address the accessibility of the vaccines in underserved regions of this country. That's why we are multiplying. That's one of our attractiveness of the business concept na maibigay ito sa mga areas kung saan walang mga bakuna so that people will not die from rabies due to the lack of vaccine. There will be a decrease in the number of death from rabies. We have categories for exposures. No? Usually, in 3 categories yan, depending on the anatomical structures na affect sa skin, no? Because the primary route of entry for the virus is the skin. May mga non-bite cases din tayo such as ingestions of a rabid dog or cat, no? Yung kumakain ng mga aso, no? Non-bite yun. Pero kadalasan po ay rabid bite. So, category, meron tayo category 1. There is a history of bite. Upon close physical examinations, wala ka naman talaga makikitang the presence of bite, not even redness. Pag category 1 po, ang usual protocol ang ginagawa natin is ibibigay lang natin ang assurance na hindi kailangan ng vaccine and observation lang. Category 2, there is the presence of wound. Wound is defined as a break in the continuity of the skin. And about 80% of the cases are abrasion wounds, some are punctured wound. Scratch can lead to abrasions, bite can lead to punctured wound. There is a break in the skin, but there is no break in the blood vessels. There is no bleeding in effect. So category 2, there is a wound, but there is no bleeding. The treatment for this is only an anti-rabies vaccines. And then category 3 exposure naman, ito yung there is a break in the skin, abrasion or punctured wound, but there is the presence of bleeding. Bleeding can be induced bleeding or spontaneous bleeding. Volume does not count, but the presence of bleeding, no matter how minute yung bleeding, it still counts as category 3. So, ang ibig sabihin ng category 3 there is exposure of the skin tissue and there is also exposure of the blood vessel. Napaka-importante po na sa Category 3 management, meron tayong another layer of binibigay na vaccines. Ito yung tinatawag na ERIG aside from anti-rabies vaccine. The difference between 2 and 3 in terms of management, in Category 2, anti-rabies vaccines lang ang binibigay natin in the form of PCEC or PBRB, whether intradermal or intramuscular route. Now, for Category 3, binibigay natin on top of PCEC or PBRB vaccines, intradermal or intramuscular, binibigay natin ang ERIG immunoglobulins or yung HRIG immunoglobulin as another layer of protection po, no? Sa mga offending agent naman, offending pets, usually nakikita natin for this year around 80% po ay galing sa mga cat, no? So mas maraming nag-aalaga sa cat. In the previous years, dog naman, no? Tapos makikita natin non-provoked bites ang usual nakikita natin, no? Than provoked bites, no? So yun ang nakikita natin. Well, the most ideal thing to do is to know the first aid of a animal bite management. The first aid of animal bite management is to wash the wound with copious running water with rubbing motions for 10 to 15 minutes. And then wag kayo maglagay ng anuman dyan, na yung iba naglalagay ng garlic, yung iba naglalagay ng kape. It has nothing to do with stopping the virus from the exposure, no? Pwedeng maglagay ng alcohol as an antiseptic, no? At the most important thing is immediately to consult an animal bite center para mabigyan ka agad ng protection. Because we see cases of rabies na nakagat ngayon, ang nangyari is nakalimutan na lang nila and then hindi na nabigyan ng anti-rabies. 3 months after, 6 months after, or even 3 years after, pumunta na sa utak at nag-cause na ng rabies encephalitis. Ibig sabihin, namaga na yung brain, nagkaroon na ng coma, respiratory failure, and death ensure. So, napaka-importante yung dalawa na yon. First aid, and then consult ka agad sa Animal Bite Center para mabigyan ng anti-rabies. When you look at the post-exposure ng schedule, nakalagay doon day 0. So, within 24 hours, okay, ideally, nabigyan na ng first dose ng anti-rabies. Rabies is in the host of our pets. They stay in the salivary gland. All right? They are being transferred, and the primary mode of transfer is through a bite or a scratch. Yun po ang primary route of transfer. When you say the transfer of the microorganism to the skin, ito yung tinatawag natin inoculations. So usually from there to the first symptoms, it's variable, no? Ang mangyayari niyan is hindi ka agad-agad makikita yung symptoms. There are non-specific flu-like symptoms na magde-develop sa pasyente, and then there are specific neurological symptoms mangyayari, no? Makikita natin the earliest case ng rabies na pumunta sa brain ay yung mga kagat from the neck to the head. Within 3 days po, ang earliest case, meron ka agad rabies encephalitis. Now, it can also be around 3 months, no? So, usually, ang skin ang pinaka-transfer ng virus from the saliva of the offending agent through a bite or a scratch. We can decrease the cases of animal bite victims, number 1, through decreasing the number of provoked cases of animal bite. So by simply being kind to our animals, animals will reciprocate us in a non-aggressive way, no? So it will decrease the number of animal bites. I don't know if this is possible, but the populations of pet owners in the country is increasing. So the more pets we have, the more likely chance of having a rabies bite or scratch. If we can control, there's no law to control actually the population and ownership of animal bite. That will also decrease the risk of those people from contracting the disease. Ang ating law regarding sa animal bite, anti-rabies prevention, anti-rabies act, wala naman doon on how to control the populations of the pet. So napaka-importante din na ibigay ang immunization ng mga pet natin. So there will be population control of the pet, there will be registrations of the pet, and there will be about 100% immunization to all dogs and cats na meron tayo para walang transfer of this virus from one dog to another. So that will decrease the risk of having rabies, no? The pre-exposure prophylaxis is a treatment, that is given for those who have not contracted a bite yet, no? So hindi sila kinagat. But they are the population at higher risk for contracting the disease. Now, sino-sino ito? Identified natin. Unang-una yung mga pet owners, dapat meron silang pre-exposure treatment. Yung mga nagtatrabaho sa pet grooming, sa zoo, sa mga veterinaryo, kailangan nila ng pre-exposure because of the work hazard in contracting a rabies. Number 3, we have also noted that the number of death from rabies are coming from children ages 15 years old below. So makikita natin, sila po ang magbe-benefit ng pre-exposure. And in fact, the Philippine Pediatric Society has made a regulations that children ages 15 years below are required to have a pre-exposure treatment. So kasama na sa childhood immunization ang pre-exposure for rabies. Kasama ng DPT, OPV, HEPA. So kasama na yung rabies. Very recently, this year to 2025, na-approve yung Philippine Pediatric Society. And then yung mga in areas where there is high endemicity, high prevalence and incidence, kailangan din ng pre-exposure ng community. For example, identified region kung saan may high endemicity of rabies, we have Central Luzon, Pampanga, Bulacan. Mataas ang mga rate ng rabies death coming from this area at mataas ang cases coming from this area. So, we recommend pre-exposure in this local. So, ang factor that will prolong the potency of the vaccine in a person would also be determined by kung nagpa-booster siya or hindi. On the third month, pag nagpa-booster siya, it can last up to 3 years. Alright? Kung hindi naman siya nagpa-booster, more or less around 1 year. But then again, it also depends on the immune system of the person, no? So variable siya, no, within 1 to 3 years. If on the third month nagpa-booster siya, it may last to 3 years. So wala po tayong lifetime immunity. So, ibig sabihin, pag nagkompleto ka ng pre-exposure prophylaxis or nagkompleto ka ng post-exposure prophylaxis, for life na yun, protected ka. The immune system in a person is dynamic. Ibig sabihin, the level of antibodies that was produced in a month's time may not last for 1 to 3 years depending upon the host of the immune system, no, yung person that has that immune system. For those who have pre-exposure and then within 3 months nakagat ulit, they don't need a booster. After 3 months to 1 year, pwede kang bigyan ng booster and you don't have to undergo post-exposure treatment. Pero within, let us say, 2 to 3 years at questionable na yung immune system at ang antibody level ng rabies, then you can start a post-exposure treatment. Napaka-importante ang pre-exposure, especially for kids, no? May mga bite na hindi na di-discover ng mga magulang na meron palang bite, no? So, pag meron ka ng pre-exposure, protected ka na. Kasi pag nabigyan sa iyo yung pre-exposure prophylaxis, gumawa na ng katawan mo ng antibody to protect you for 3 months to 3 years, no? So, more or less, meron ka ng protection doon. So, that eliminates post-exposure treatment and also yung cause ng post-exposure treatment. You are protected already from pre-exposure treatment. The present protocol tells us that it doesn't matter kung vaccinated or na unvaccinated yung dog natin, updated ba yung vaccines niya or hindi. Ang pinaka-target natin dito is the human, kung protected siya from the rabies. Because we are not guarantee 100% na pag nabakuna yan, ay 100% walang dalang rabies yan. Maaring meron pa rin at yung meron pa rin, pwede pa rin siyang magkukos ng rabies sa human. It is not a point of delineation whether to give or not to give a human anti-rabies vaccine. Because the vaccine that is given to dogs and cats are vaccines protection for them to develop rabies, no? So ganun ang perspective na binibigay ng protocol. Pwede lang natin makontrol yung mga provoked bites, no, by being kind to animals, no? So this is one way of being a responsible pet owners, no? So being kind to animals, treat them well para hindi sila maging aggressive. That's one. And if we follow the protocol of the Philippine Pediatric Society, that they have to have a pre-exposure vaccination since they are at high risk of contracting a rabies, mas maganda po maibigay sa kanila yung pre-exposure prophylaxis. Our stat is in a matter of 19 months, no, we have scaled up from less than 5 branches to 100 branches.
Yeah.
60% of this is operational and 40% are under contract to build. We are active in social media. Nandyan yung Animal Bite Center namin with 15,000 followers. We are updating ang mga updates na meron tungkol sa Animal Bite Center namin and mga locations namin. And if someone would have an inquiry in Animal Bite Center FB, nagre-reply naman yung mga tao natin. And then, lahat ng mga actively operating mga Animal Bite Center natin, may mga sarili din yan silang mga page sa social media where you can contact them and inquire there, no, kung saan yung locations at ang paano pumunta doon, ano mga services. They are engaging naman din, no, nagre-response naman din sila sa mga inquiries. It is safe to say that 2 times or 3 times ang charge ng mga big hospitals ng mga anti-rabies. And you try to look at the vaccines that they are giving, it's the same FDA-approved vaccines that is given in this big hospital, ay yan din ang binibigay namin, no? So, ang Doctor Care was designed to cater to customers that has price sensitivity. Yung mga mareklamo sa price. We try as much as possible to control our price to a point of profitability at the same time meron din siyang service na cater natin, no? At ang gusto natin mangyari dito ay yung serbisyo namin is accessible. Nag-design kami ng mga package para magkakaroon ng magandang pricing or costing ang mga vaccines namin. So all our vaccines are FDA approved mga vaccines, and we do not charge as much as big hospitals are charging, no? Kasi mayroon din silang standards on charge nila doon, no? So yun ang namin. That's the promise that we want to deliver to the community. A cost-effective vaccines that will be given to the community. We are consistent with this, no? Queuing, yung pagpila, dapat ma-reduce yan, no? When you go to a bigger hospital, masyadong madami yung pila dyan, at saka uunahin ka pa when you go to an emergency room, uunahin yung mga emergency case because considered naman ito as outpatient case. So we are trying to decongest the number of patients that will go to the emergency room and pay the emergency room fee towards our center, no? So isa yan na gusto namin consistently to maintain a convenient, affordable service na walang mahabang pila. The same FDA-approved vaccines, authentic, binibigay sa kanila by a licensed professional nurse or a doctor trained in animal bite management. Yun ang gusto ng Dr. Care. We try to maintain the principles of operations, and our principle of operations abide that our operations will be simple, localized, and better. Simple in terms of having a lot of common sense in the operations. Simple na legal ang lahat na ginagawa namin. We try to simplify our health education. We try to simplify our business concept. Localize, ang ibig sabihin nito, we want to be of service to the underserved community. So kung wala doon ng Animal Bite Center, kami na mauna doon. So that's the principle of localization. And then we try to do things better than any competitor. We always look at competitors as people who enable to better our system. And that's what Dr. Care, our unique selling advantage is being our principles of operation. Simplified, localized, and better than our competitor.